Grand Risings. Welcome to today. Yesterday, I was reading this book, How We Can Stop Reacting and Start Healing Triggers. David Rico. Very good book. I think what it's important for me is understanding that some of the emotions, like people, be like, oh, I feel some type of way. What I feel is I feel some guilt, and I feel I feel some guilt about just things that I've done in my past, uh, which I still feel like that was the right decision, but I have like this guilt that is currently attached to it. That's currently attached to it. So the thing is, I've been learning that like you can release the guilt whenever you want to. So, or really whenever you feel like it, because even though I know what it is, I know where it comes from. It's not so simple to just get rid of the emotion, even though there's like the logical understanding, right? So people are like, oh, you can't just make yourself be such and such. It's like, well, you can do things to, I can do things to accelerate the process, but it is a process. So like, there's a quote in there. It says something about like, what wound did not heal but by degrees. So that type of thing, it just takes time to go away. So I guess there's like, yeah, that's why it was just important to me to recognize like what is going on? What am I feeling inside? Let me integrate this into my personality. So if it does take time for things to heal, which it does, then I'll just be aware that it's just that time in life. So besides that, that was like, I definitely am glad I have that book, because certain things you don't really get from out there in the world. So that's why people who are like, who studied psychology and wrote books about them can tell you things you never would have known. So, but other than that, I do have about like 600 plus business cards. I think 1, 2, 3. Got my stacks right here. And I got another neighborhood. So this neighborhood is up the street, and I am going. It seems like a big neighborhood, so I am going to knock this neighborhood until I get rid of all my business cards. I mean, it seems like there are enough homes. And if there aren't, there's always more homes. So I'm gonna start with that. I'm doing that today. And just keep going until I hit a lunch break. And then after that, I'll keep going until I finish passing out the cards, my business cards. And then I'm feeling like the next like skill I need to pick up, financial skill, is Forex, and really being consistent with growing Forex accounts. So, and when I say Forex, I really mean trading, because remember I made like a video a couple months ago, not even a couple months ago, probably like a month and a half ago, where someone sent me a PDF, no, they sent me like a Google Drive with like 150 books on trading. So that is, as a financial skill, I'm gonna start in the Forex markets, and then I'll be able to apply those patterns and those techniques to other markets like scalping, penny stocks, day trading, whatnot, options trading. And so, and then that'll allow me to leverage my account. so I can grow it higher. So I'm getting too far ahead of myself. The first thing I'm just gonna start with is Forex trading. Get some good skills in that. Run through some routines. Probably put myself on a 30-day plan, a 60-day plan, 90-day plan. Same thing with what I'm doing here. And yeah, I feel like though, when it comes to certain things, like if I'm not making money in like the first 60 days, something is off. Something is wrong. Something needs to change, or I need to change. Because in 60 days, if I haven't made anything, like maybe the market isn't that receptive, or maybe I don't have I'm not that good, or one of those couple that it could be those things, or it could be other things. My point is though, in 60 days, if I'm not making money, I need to reevaluate what it is I'm doing. So that was kind of why, part of the reason why it's been so hard to pass out these last business cards is because like I haven't made any money in over 60 days, and I've been doing this, yeah, pretty much all that whole time. Now this is my 3rd month, but really about to hit the 90-day mark soon. So I feel like 60 days is pretty much my limit on like where I invest my time. Cause I'm like 60 days, I ain't made no money in 60 days. My gosh, what are you doing? So I think that's a pretty good thing to realize about myself. Like if I'm not in a venture, if I'm not making money in 60 days, then I need to look at something else. That's very useful. That's very useful to know about myself. Like I'm on like a 60-day limit. So anyways, soon here I will be more than likely, like once I figure out whatever else is wrong with my car, get that fixed, make sure I get some like insurances set up, I pretty much will just I got this appointment on the 30th. Yeah, I got a dental appointment. Well, I guess I could do an orthodontic appointment for some braces. Smile doctors. Ching. So these will be orthodontically approved, which definitely know about some bones and getting your bones straightened. And, that type of stuff takes a couple months. But yeah, so I have that coming up. Still looking to sell my boat. Got my boat online posted. And more than likely, after I take care of all the real necessities, I will look at getting let me see, a squat rack. Squat rack, man, they got one right here for $100. They got another one right here for $350. Yeah, so definitely look at buying a squat rack. They got another one right here. This one looks like a really good one for $200. It's got a cage on it attached to it, and it has a pull-down bar where I guess you can slip some weights in the back there. Yeah, you can slip some plate weights. So that's probably like the better deal. Yeah, get a squat rack. Before that though, get a punching bag. Which like I seen on here was like 25 bucks or something. 45. 70. Yeah, this type of stuff. Gloves, $20 for some gloves. Yeah. Yeah, so that's like, I'm gonna be working on my skills, self-defense skills. And oh yeah, I'm gonna show you this book I got. Remember this book, it's a really good one. All right, here it is. This is the dictionary. I got a copy of the dictionary. And the reason I like this one is because it has the most entries in a single volume. So it's got like 720 plus thousand words. So pretty much I'll be able to go through this and read this dictionary at some point in time. And that'll be really good for just like my mind, getting me exposed to what's out there, the way people talk. Yeah, and then I'll just be able to just have a breath of knowledge. So yeah, I don't really need to have, well, this is just good to start, so I'll probably like read the dictionary at some point. So I'm just, know what's going on. But yeah, remember at this time, Cameron, basically you're just getting ready for next month, in the sense of, you're gonna forecast what your bills and expenses are. You're gonna forecast what whatever like sort of free capital you have looks like, and you're just gonna make sure you just, before you really start getting into that Forex thing, you're gonna finish out your brokerage license. You will finish your brokerage license, as well as your book, and you should finish your other book, because you've had that one written for a year, and then start like putting time and energy into learning this new financial skill. And besides that, just just be friendly. Like I've been like feeling some anxiety, I guess, about like inviting people over who I'm not really familiar with who they are, even though I've already been friendly to them. So I definitely should examine that. Like, if I don't feel comfortable with a person, why don't I feel comfortable with a person? Am I afraid of them? Am I afraid of what they could do? Like, could they hurt me? And I have to ask, like, have people that I've invited over to my home hurt me before? And the answer is yes, they have. So, so that's more than likely where my hesitation is coming from. Like, people I've invited over have hurt me in the past, so I'd rather meet them in a public place. However, that is something that I should just should acknowledge it, work it out, and get over it. I mean, it's like, that's too simple, but more than like, the only way to get over it is to know where it comes from, identify what caused that type of situation, and then see if those factors are still present in this current situation. And from there, ask yourself if you trust yourself and if you're willing to take that risk, which seems like a risk at this point in time, but really it's more of a tolerance, because at one point in time it wasn't a risk. So you see how like those like, I don't know, like they just change, like your comfortability level, your risk tolerance. All right, so your tolerance, your limits, and your boundaries are shift over time, depending on what you've encountered. So I guess the more good experiences you encounter, the healthier your limits, tolerance, and boundaries are, and I guess that allows them to expand. And in the more bad experiences you've had, so-called bad, then the more like your limits, tolerance, and boundaries are weakened, which causes them to collapse or shrink. So that may just be the case where you just need to test the waters. Find your tribe, like-minded people, and yeah. Farewell.